You know all those really cool activities that you see that were created with Google Apps? And you think, how do they make it do that? Well, I'm going to show you. This one is an example of magnetic poetry that I'm pretty sure was created by Casey Bell, and it's awesome and I love it. The only thing I don't like about it is that the background moves. In Google Drawings, you can't lock down the background that's on the workspace. And so younger students and sometimes older students get a little frustrated when they're working with it because they're trying to drag over their words. And then if they select the background, they can accidentally move it too. So we're going to learn today how to do this exact same activity from start to finish, but we're going to do it in Google Slides. The reason I like Google Slides better, and don't get me wrong, I love Google Drawings, but not for an activity like this. The reason we're going to use Google Slides is because we can lock down the background so that it can't move. Students can't change it. So the first thing I'll do, I'm going to give it a title so I can organize it in my drive and know where to find it and what it's named. And this is Summer Magnetic Poetry. Then do you guys see that there's a format here? There's a layout. We need to change that. So I'm going to go to my thumbnails over here. I'm going to apply a layout. And now it's blank. But now it's too wide. This is a wide screen. And there's not enough room for my poetry words over here. So I am going to go to File, Page Setup. And there's a drop down right here. I want to change that to standard 4.3. Now you see that it's not as wide. It's more of an equal square, and it's looking better than it was. And I have more space over here to create my words. So now I have it the size that I want. I need to start creating my background. There's a process to this, and we'll go step by step through it. So the first thing we need to do is click on Insert Image, and you click on that drop down, and you have some options here. I don't have any pictures saved for this activity. I haven't gone ahead and saved them in my drive to upload, so I need to go ahead and search the web for them. I like this feature for students because this is a Google Safe Search, and because these pictures don't have any restrictions and copyright that keep us from using them. So I need to search for a chevron wallpaper. And that's the one that I want. It came up pretty quickly. So I can select on it and then click on Insert, and it will put it over here in my workspace. Or I can just drag it over. And now I need to resize it and position it so that I don't have any white space. Okay. The next thing I need to do is create a space for my students to type in their name, because as all the keyboarding practice we can get and all the spelling our names correctly we can get, we need. Now I have a space for our name to go in. I need to put a fill color in. I want it to be white, and I want to go ahead and put a border weight around it, which was right here. The border color is here. I changed that to black. The border weight is here. I changed that to 2. And now I'm going to type the word name in the space for the student to type in his or her name. And there we go. We've got that. The next thing I want to do, if you noticed on this activity, that name box and these magnet pieces, they stand out. It's like they're coming up off of the page. So that's a formatting effect that I'm going to show you how to do next. So I need to close out my image search. And do you see this box is selected? Now I can click on Format Options, check the drop shadow box, and then right down here on Distance is the effect that makes it kind of stand up off the page. I can bring it far up off the page, and that makes it look like it has this really big shadow. I don't want it that far off the page. I'm going to bring it back down some to where it just stands out a little bit. Then I'll close out of that because I need to go find my other two pictures that I need. I need an octopus and I need a fish because we're trying to go with something like this, but it might not be exact. So I need to insert an image, and I'm going to search the web again and fish clip art. And you know what? You could also just go ahead and type in transparent background too, because you don't want any white boxes behind your pictures. If it's transparent, then you know you're safe. Oh, and here we go. This is the exact one, but I don't think I want to use her. I kind of like this guy right here. I'm going to go ahead and insert. And now I need to resize because that's too big. I'm going to make this guy smaller, bring him up here. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my search for my last image. So I want to search the web again. And this time I need to search for, octopus transparent. And we've got some options for some cute little octopus. I'm going to just drag this guy over right here. And again, I need to resize. I need to resize. I'm going to bring him down here. Now, I'm going to select both of these at the same time. Go to Format Options, Drop Shadow, Distance. And that brought both of them off the page at the exact same time. So you see they're kind of standing out a little bit. Now the next thing I want to do is turn this into a picture, an image that I can upload back into my background. And to do that, I'm going to go to File, Download, and I'm going to download it as a PNG. And now it has gone into my Google Drive. So now what I need to do is I need to upload that image that we just created into the background. And to do that, I need to come over to my thumbnail, right click on that, change background, choose image, and now I just need to, I can click on Google Drive, I can upload it. Just wherever you save that image at is where you need to browse for. So I'll click on Browse. And then the easiest way to ever find anything that you have it specifically put into a folder in your Google Drive is to click on Recent. And then there's our Summer Magnetic Poetry PNG. Click on Open, and now it will upload into the background. Now I need to click Done, and I can delete all of the work that we just did because it's saved in the background. Now you see this background can't move. So, but what I do want to do is include a text box in the name box so that when the student clicks right here, there's a place for them to type. So I'm going to go up to text box. I'm going to draw that text box. I'll go ahead and click the font that I want also. All right, so now the next thing we need to do is create the words that we want to go in our poetry or in our magnetic poetry pieces. And so it's Summer Magnetic Poetry. Obviously, we're going to have words like beach, sunshine, flip-flops, things like that. So how I'm going to do it is the exact same way that we created our name box. I'll click on text box, and then I'll draw my text box. Now I need to give my text box the fill color, which is your paint can. I want to give it a border color in black, or you can do any color you want. And I want to change the weight of the border color. I want to change my font because I don't like boring font. And I want it to be centered in this box. So I'm going to change the position in this box. I also need to change the size of the font. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and type the word beach in there. And you see, again, this is just kind of boring on the page. It's not popping out. But my format image option is not up here anymore. I have to select this text box for that format image or the format options to pop up. So now I'll click on that again, click on drop shadow, change the distance. I just want it to pop off the page a little bit, and my screen is scrolled over, but that looks good to me. I like it like that. Now, those of you who were around in the Mimeo days remember how amazing cloning was. Well, you can have the exact same effect here, and it's really simple. So that way, if you want your students to be able to use the word beach multiple times, you can just have them drag it over and it will still be here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's really easy. We're going to select the word, then click on Control and D at the same time. That's the letter D as in dog. And you're going to duplicate the word as many times as you want. Then you'll need to drag it down a little bit because you need to put these boxes on top of each other. And now we have multiple options for using the word beach. I hope you all try to do this activity or this lesson at home and create your own, and I hope you have a lot of fun doing it.